welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Washington Nationals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and on the hill in this one, Mackenzie Gore. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Ernie Clement.
Oh, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in the lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him. We make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
That's hard hit on the line. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That one fouled off. Man at first, one away. And that one hammered. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Lead runner holds at third, so two runners in scoring position and just one out. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56, and his
base hit, one run in already. The throw in, it's offline, and he scores. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Siggy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
One down. Now at the plate, Dalton Varsho. Smoked to the left, base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out. And that flips the calendar on his hitting streak. He's now at 30 straight games with a knock, a full month.
Yeah, and maybe we're not quite ready to start talking DiMaggio just yet, Boog, but we're not that far off. I mean, you make it to 30 games, you're in rare company, and not many guys have made it that far in the last 50 years. So absolutely congratulations to him. It's been really fun following him to this point.
Horowitz, the lead runner at second. Varsho over at first with one away. And that one wrapped foul. In the air out towards right center. Call in position, and there's two down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Addison Barger.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion.
There's a swing and a drive. That one opts against the fence. One run is in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Next is the designated hitter. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in, another comes in to score, and the lead is up to 5. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that is that. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Nationals nothing. Back in Washington, D.C. And starting in this one, Chris Bassett. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
And a pitch.
Ball low.
Ground ball right side. Guerrero. He's in there.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
And at first, up now for Washington, Ildemaro Vargas. And that one is lifted in the air, and that is Springer. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
That is third. The second baseman.
Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, James Wood.
Yeah, Boog, this lineup is setting up the pins for him right now, and he's just smashing them. Driving runs in at a high rate over the last couple of series, and it just seems like he's enjoying every opportunity he gets in a big spot. Not everybody likes to be on the big stage in those big moments, but right now he does. Those pressure moments almost seem to be what he's thriving off of, so we'll see if any of that comes up in this one.
Luis Garcia stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Towards first, dive, and he's got it. Goes to second, safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So first and second with one man gone. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Runners at first and second with one gone. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Forget it. He'll touch them all. His second of the year. It's 5-3.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything what a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. You got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Now a chance for James Wood. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Bassett, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a cutter, a curve, a slurve, and he works in a changeup. And that's in the dirt. And the count even 1-1. And it's fouled away. And a ground ball to first, and it goes just foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
That was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
1 strike.
The 0-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and he makes the grab. And that's the inning, but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 5-3.
And I ain't got a law degree. I can't understand why they all on me. I'm crazy. Don't get involved with me. I dropped the top and feel this autumn.
Back here in Nationals Park, top of the second. Here's the left fielder, number 9.
Joey Lopez.
Gore back to work. Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that is a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Wood going back to the warning track, makes the catch.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there, and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Slice to right, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir
2 outs, base is
Guerrero
empty.
Jr.
And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A double and a run scored his first time up. Into center and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Next to hit, Spencer Horwitz. That's towards center. And that is that. 1 left for Toronto, and it remains 5-3. Bottom half of inning number 2, digging in, Riley Adams. The wind to the pitch. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Just missed. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Book, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Juan Yepes now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. as the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And now Alex Call just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Up the middle. On to first. Nats go down 1-2-3.
You're so electric, baby. Don't know how let you take me. Don't know how I let you play me. You're so electric, baby.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. And he deals. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
So man aboard, Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Ripped on a line. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's one down.
Up next to the blue team, the shortstop, Addison Barger.
And here is Addison Barger. 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored. In the air to left center. Wood calls it in, and there's 2 away. Now it's the DH. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. The other way. Call makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Back against the wall, but I made it out. Never knew the outcome, but I played it out. I just kept on grinding on my paper route. Support the whole fan, put the music out. All these cap.
And we're back, bottom of the inning, and now here is number 30.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And the 1-0. Swings through that.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
And here is Ildemaro Vargas. Fought off foul. One out, bases empty. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a pitch. Got him looking. 2 gone.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Foul ball.
You'll want. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nationals go quietly. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here in Nationals Park. Here's George Springer to start it off.
Number 4, George Springer.
Gore back to work. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Springer aboard here at first with nobody out. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
And now Ernie Clement, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Here comes Springer around third. He scores, and they're up by 3.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mackenzie Gore gives way, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Patrick Corbin.
Number 46.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with 3 passes this year.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Glad swings, drives one deep left field, and it's gone. His 64th home run of the season. It's 9-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Horwitz in the box again, takes a strike. Corbin, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a cutter, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. That one to first, and that's just foul. 0-2 now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Base hit, one run is in. The throw is wild and it gets away. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's now 11-3.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH. 1 for 2 with a 2-run single back in the first. That one ripped right center field. Call going back on this one. And it hits the top of the wall.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's George Springer. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Oh, man, that's a tough one to swallow. Had the distance, just couldn't keep it fair. Imagine how great that feels, right?
Line drive, caught.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Base hit. 1 run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone.
With the bases juiced, he refused to get pull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across a run.
Number 53 on the pitch here.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
One out, bases loaded. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Bases loaded, 1 away. Here in the second game of the series. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. 1 run across. 2 runs are in.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies, put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That's in there. And that's strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The relay, and he's out. But on the play, 2 runs cross the plate. Spencer Horwitz, the next to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Line to left. Wood hauls it in to end the inning. So they explode offensively for 11 runs in the inning. We're midway in the 4th. The Blue Jays on top, 16-3. Back in Washington, D.C., ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams.
Every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. This one popped up. Under it. One up, one down.
The left fielder, number 29.
Now the left fielder, James Wood. His first at bat was a strikeout. Ground ball right side. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2.
Now the designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Stone Garrett will hit next. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. In the air, left field. And he can't make the play.
That's one of those errors you make as an outfielder. You just can't believe it. You want to fall into the grass. Every outfielder at some point muffs an easy one like that, but it feels like one of the most embarrassing things you can do. Hey, we all caught pop-ups in Little League. Nothing particularly difficult about that one. He just didn't see it all the way and put the squeeze on it. I'm sure it won't happen again.
Finds its way through, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Alejandro Kirk. As the lefty gets to work. Now that's smacked to right center. That's a base hit.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Stepping in, Addison Barger. That one is absolutely belted. And it's gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 18-3.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Now on the mound for the Nationals, Derek Law.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Kicks and fires. That one the other way. One down.
The right fielder, number 4.
And the batter is George Springer.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays. Fouled off left side. Yo one. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
The batter, the third baseman,
To the batter now, Ernie Clement. Well struck left field. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 20-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Four runs already in the frame, and we're at the top of the fifth. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Spencer Horwitz next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last half of the fifth coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Alex Call.
The right fielder, Alex.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And the right-hander deals. Center field. And it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's the center fielder. And that one is in for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. On the ground, could be two. Horowitz gets it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting, third baseman, Ildemaro.
And now up for Washington, Ildemaro Vargas. And first offering is fouled off. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2. Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
1-2.
Call. Up to third on the wild pitch. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
And now it's Luis Garcia.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's a strike. And there's a curve through for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Shawty, tell me where you at. I ain't about to pick you, but I probably send a cap. I was never a gentleman, I was raised in a trap. Let you spend all this money tomorrow, I made it back.
All set for the top of the 6th. And